Christian Girl Kelly, and I have a question for you. Do you remember when you were a child and you had to do something and you weren't 100% sure on how to do it or if you could do it? Were you the type of kid who asked for help? Meaning you were like, Mommy, can you help me with this? Daddy, can you help me with this? Grandmama, can you help me with this? Like you were asking for help. Can someone help me? Teacher, can you help me? Can you help me? Or were you that kid who said, I can do it, I got it, it's mine, I can do it myself, right? Usually we fall into one of those two camps, and that character typically follows us throughout adulthood. And so maybe right now you are a student and you have to learn something, and you're trying to figure out, an equation, or you're trying to figure out the answer to a question or to theorize something, and it's not coming as easily. And you have to decide whether you are going to just kind of hunker down, as they say, and figure out on your own, or if you're going to ask for help. Or maybe you're the person who, you're working. There's so many things, right, that we need help with in our lives, whether it be help within a profession or school. And that's more of, thinking through a problem and problem solving. Or maybe, we all encounter times in our life when we're having a tough time emotionally. And so whether we're missing someone who's passed on, or we're going through a hard time, just dealing with a shift or a change in our lives, we need help in that way as well. There's so many things that happen that we need help with, and some of us are the type of people who will say, I got it. I know what I need, and I'm going to figure it out on my own. There's others who say, help me, please. I need help. Someone come rescue me. And I will admit, I'm the type of person who I do not suffer alone. I am the person who believes in godly counsel. And so, I will get up on the phone and say, hey, this is going on. I need you to pray for me. I need you to really ask the Lord about this. And pray on my behalf because I'm going through, or it's challenging, or I'm not sure. And I think that's really important because we do know that godly counsel is helpful, right? It's important for us to bear one another's burdens and walk with each other. And one thing that I did want to share is that in the last season of the small groups at my church, one of my small group leaders, lovely leader, she would give us these little cards when we left small group for that week. And both sides have a scripture on it. And one in particular, I was cleaning my house, at home during this social distancing #stay home season. And I found one of the cards that I had from small group. And I'll read this scripture to you. It is Psalms 121, verse 1 through 2. See it here. And it says, I will lift up my eyes to the hills. From whence comes my help? My help comes from the Lord. And I don't know if I ever noticed that there was a question there. It's a scripture that many Christians, if you've been in church for a long time, you've probably heard that scripture. But there's a question there. There's a question and an answer. The question, there's a statement, question, answer. The statement is, I will lift up my eyes to the hills. This is what we're going to do. We're going to lift up our eyes to the hill. And then the question comes, from whence comes my help? Right? So there's a question. We're not sure. We need some help. And where is this help going to come from? The help comes from the Lord. And so we end up in seasons. Even right now, a lot of us are going through some stuff that we need help with. Some people, I've been scrolling through and I see some parents need some help with their children. I'm a teacher, so I find it very, very humorous that some parents are finding out just how angelic the angels are. They're lovely. I love them. But in any case, right, needing help, right? Parents needing help on how to teach equations that they can't remember, and teaching students different scientific things that they don't remember studying, or just, for little kids, can you behave, please? All day in this home with everyone here together. And some of us are dealing with things from work, we're working from home, or we're still, leaving our homes to work because we have that type of position. Help, 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 help. We need help in a various amount of ways, but where is that help going to come from? It's not, going to come from grandmama, and it's not going to come from a spouse. It's not going to come from a child. It's not going to come from a boss. And even though God can place those people to provide answers, we have to remember that even when they come from what seems to be physical sources, or they come from sources that are other people, that came from the Lord. Their wisdom, their guidance, their help is all provision that God has given to you. And so whatever you're going through right now, whatever you may need help with, and if you don't feel like you need much help at this point in life, oh, you already know you will eventually, whether it be financially or emotionally, or with a task at hand, or learning something, we all require help. So I hope that when you move into that point, that season, that time where you do need help, that you will say, I'm going to look up. I don't have the answers myself. The question is, where is that help going to come from? Who is going to help me organize my finances so that I can reach this goal, or get out of debt? Who is going to help me in this time of sorrow when I'm feeling really alone in life? Who is going to help me when I'm trying to move forward in my career and I have to get these skills at a higher level so that I can advance? Who is going to help me? The Lord will. God will. And so I hope that this inspires you to look up. And I really hope that you get the help that you need. And I pray that you do. And I know that you will if you seek God first. It's Christian Girl Kelly. I'll see you next time.